government had followed our recommendations, Tinubu would not be sworn in. Bishop Kuka, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Sokoto, Matthew Hassan Kuka, has alleged that if the electoral recommendations was followed by the government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wouldn't have been sworn in. Bishop Kuka, speaking in an interview with Arise TV, noted that the recommendation made by the member of the Electoral Reform Community states that all court processes must be concluded before the inauguration. He argued that this is because learned Nigerians knows that any president with the power of the state will use the resources to its advantage. He argued that the Nigerian political class has instead stuck to staying in the dark. He said Nigerians are very angry. There is a lot of people who are genuinely very angry and they earn a right to be angry. The election process didn't go well. We ought not to be where we are today. I served as a member of the Electoral Reform Community, and if the government had followed our recommendation, Tinubu would not be sworn in, and we wouldn't be in this struggling stage today. But Nigerian politicians like the dark spot where they can operate undercover. They refuse to take the recommendation that says, let us conclude all of this process before you sworn in anybody. Because every Nigerian knows that once you are sworn in, the resources are available to us. Wow. Let's hear what people have to say on this. Bishop, sir, your recommendation is not law. Government has strictly followed the law. Wow. Why is that only so-called pastors, prophets and bishops are complaining about Tinubu's inauguration? The Muslim cleric are quiet. One person replied, it is because it is because is Christian's agenda. Bad recommendations has already been ignored. When your candidate lost an election, Nigeria must collapse because of that? Why don't you say all this when Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, Buhari were sworn in? You hate Tinubu because he did not pick a Christian as his running mate. You, our Christian leader, want to bring religion to the country. I am Christian, but I do not believe in Africa, bishop, pastor, or whatever you call yourself, because you all worship money, not God. Wow. Your recommendations were rejected because they contravene the Nigerian constitution to a large extent. We won't succumb to Bishop Kuka's or any other person's delusional prejudices. The Constitution is supreme. Why must all your recommendations be taken? Why do you always arrogate to yourself the ultimate knowledge, Mr. Kuka? Where your knowledge ends is just the beginning of someone else's. Sir, who will be in charge of the running government then? Is either interim or Buhari's government is extended, which is unconstitutional. This man and his over-bloated impression of himself. Many times you speak foolishly. Since you and your group lost the election, you have decided to go blackmailing the election and the system. I don't understand it. Nigerians are angry. Who made some of these people Nigerians advocates? It should be some Nigerians are angry. Of course, some Nigerians are angry. When you lose an election, were you expected to be happy? Nobody should lose sleep because of the comments of some of these people. It is very obvious that tribalism has taken over your real sense of reasoning. Is the Yoruba people that drafted the constitution. I'm sure that if the bishop have said something that is against your wish, you will be abusing him by now. Dr. Kuka, we are not annoyed with your statements, but with apology to your status, you wait if your brother should win the presidential election in the future. You wait until after the 180 days, plus all the appeals time living in the country without a leader before he should be sworn in. Wow. They even come with they even come out with a lot of fake prophecies which didn't come to light of day. Even one Pastor Lazarus Moka of the Lord's chosen charismatic mission says it will mean another being other than God is speaking to him and he will close up the church if Obi loses the election. One even threatened that his hand should be cut off if Peter Obi loses. It's just pure hatred. Wow. They are religious bigots. If they are not after Tinubu as a person, but after his religion as a Muslim, they are too proud of this, their religion, which they believe is the only way. Another person said, I can't just understand what is really wrong with these self-acclaimed men of God. They behave as if they are a saint. Is recommendation and constitution the same? Tinubu has been sworn in accordance with the constitution and just like how any other president was sworn in. Other is a story. Whoever is not satisfied can do whatever he or she has in capacity. I can't just imagine a genuine man of God talking like this. Well, if you have any opinions or anything you would like to add, make sure to leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this to your family and friends so that they can know